Hello baseball fans and welcome to the latest baseball adventures of El Tipo. El Tipo here, and as you can see, I'm in my car. This is not the baseball adventure, it's not my car, trust me. This has stories about baseball, but it's not the adventure. I'm actually in Overtown, Florida, a little area in Miami. Now I know what you're all thinking. El Tipo, are you crazy to go to Overtown? But I gotta tell you, I was here on a Pokemon Go adventure one time, and yes, I do like Pokemon, and there were rare Pokemon around here, and I stumbled upon this area, and I thought I should share not only the history of this baseball-wise, but a little bit of the history of the city of Miami with this site. So, without further ado, let's go check out what we have. Alright guys, we're here at Dorsey Park. And what brings us out here are the Negro League murals plastered all through Dorsey Park. Now I know what you're all thinking, for all you historians out there, but El Tipo, the Negro League never played in Miami. Well, I'm going to get to the history of why this is dedicated to the Negro League in a second, but let's admire the mural that's behind me. As you can see right here, Dorsey Park, the Negro League with 1920 to 1950 with such greats on this one. Now this isn't the only mural, we have more on this side. I mean, we have Andre Dawson right here, and we go right over here and go check out the other side. We go see the historical players of the Negro League on the other mural with such great as Riley Biz McKee, Josh Gibson, my personal favorite, Leroy Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, the first African-American baseball player in majors, Minnie Minoso, personally one of Miami's favorite players, and so on and so forth. I mean, all this is dedicated to the Negro League. Now, there's more murals, so let's go check this out before I get into the history of why this place is dedicated to the Negro League. Now by the main building, you can see that there are more murals dedicated to specific teams, as we have the Homestead Grays. On the other side we have the Ethiopian Clowns, I know, the Kansas City Monarchs. Even more as we turn around. Beautiful murals dedicated to the history of Negro League baseball. Now these aren't the only murals, there are still more around, so let's check those out and then we'll get into the history of this place. Alright guys, behind me is the baseball field, but I'm going to show you the mural that's right along the first base line, showing such greats as Papa Lloyd, John Buck O'Neill. Oh, look at that. Of course, we got to go talk about Buck O'Neill first, because, you know, he was the first African-American major league coach, and they honor him here. The Baltimore Black Sox, the B Elites, Kansas City Monarchs, and it goes on and on with the Birmingham Black Barons, the Homestead Grays, the Royal Giants, the Cleveland Buckeyes, the Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Tigers, and on with the Pilots, the Clowns, the Red Caps, the Ethiopian Clowns, the Indian Clowns, the Louisville Black Capes. I mean, this mural goes all the way around home plate. Now, I promised you that I was going to give you the reason why it's here. So let me go check out my last mural, sit down because there's a nice bench there, and I'm going to tell you why this is dedicated to the Negro League. Alright boys and girls, here's the last mural that they have at Dorsey Park. Great Pittsburgh player and a great Cardinal player. And as you can see, there's a bench right there, so time for story time with El Tipo. Why this place is called Dorsey Park. Well, this park was named after D.A. Dorsey, a carpenter, businessman, philanthropist of Miami back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Now, he was born in 1872 to parents who were slaves. He was the first child of this family that wasn't born into slavery. He came down to Miami in 1896 to make a living. I mean, all he had was a 4th grade education, then taught himself the rest. He later became possibly, if not the first African-American millionaire in the state of Florida. Now, why this place is called Dorsey Park? Well, it's a very sad history when you talk about that time back then. For all you non-Americans, back then there was something called segregation. where you were separate but equal, which nowadays that wouldn't fly. Back in Miami in those days, African Americans really didn't have a park to themselves. So Dorsey and his wife Rebecca bought this land, and in 1917 gave it to the city of Miami to build a park for African Americans to play in. I mean, we have a baseball field over there, now we have a basketball court over here. This was the first African American only park in the city of Miami. And that's why, I mean, no Negro League games happened here, but this was a first for African Americans in the city of Miami. And in 2015, thanks to United Inc. and the Marlins Ayudan program, we got to get these murals posted for the Negro League and dedicated to them. So if it wasn't for D.A. Dorsey coming here, buying this land, who knows where the African Americans from the 1970s on to the end of segregation and Jim Crow laws and all those terrible things that happened would be now. Now, I know it's a downer, I don't like talking about it, but it's part of history here in Miami, and it's part of baseball history as well, because who knows how many young African American boys came here dreaming of being a Jackie Robinson, dreaming about being a Satchel Paige, dreaming about making it into the majors. And this field and Dorsey, whose legacy still lives on in Miami with a high school named after him and a memorial library as well, this field was thanks to him and his wife Rebecca. Now, I keep mentioning this field and we have yet to see the field, but you guys know me. If I come to a baseball field, I gotta hit a baseball. So let's go get the bat and tee, and I'll guys show you the baseball field. Now here's the baseball field I was talking about. As you can see, pretty simplistic. First, second, pitcher's mound, third base. We got the nice little dugouts over there for the kiddies. Multicolored bleachers, I like that. And another dugout over there. I mean, the only one problem is that I gotta admit, if you listen to the stories of the old Negro Leagues, back in the day, they would just play on any field they were available before they started getting to some of the stadiums. And there was no fence to decide what a home run is. So the ball could keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and there is no home run fence here. So there's our bat, there's our tee, there's our ball. Time for you guys to see the ugliest swing in all of baseball. All right guys, no home run yet again, but I'm having a problem with my hitting. I mean, for a right-handed hitter, all these videos I've done for you guys, I've either hit it to right field or right up the middle. I mean, don't get me wrong, try to shift on me and see what happens, but it's gonna be interesting. All right, let's go get the ball. I mean, I hit it smack dab center field. I would have taken out a pitcher's leg, probably, with that hit, but well, there's the ball. Let's go get it. You know what happens after I get the ball? I go sign it and I will say my goodbyes, but pretty good distance. I mean, that would have been a nice stand-up single, maybe, possibly, most likely, if the would have taken out the pitcher's knee. And there's the ball. All right, boys and girls, let's go back to the car, sign in, say our goodbyes. I hope you guys enjoyed this little history lesson of the city beautiful Miami. I mean, this is my home, this is where I grew up. I miss this place immensely. Don't get me wrong, I love Orlando, and there's plenty of baseball up in Orlando that I get to go see now. But I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about this part, this history, because it's not just African American history, it's not Negro League history, it's city Miami history. I hope you all enjoyed and get to see me sign the ball. I mean, look at that great signature, Dorsey Park. And if you guys are ever in Overtown, come by, check out the murals, take some pictures, tell your story. I mean, it's a neat little ballpark and they're neat little murals. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We're giving away prizes all the time. Until next time, I'm Tipo, and let's go history.